Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Thursday the 20th of October 2022. We had no actual bets yesterday, we had a race of interest. Just grab this, and the race of interest was, where was it? It was Fontwell 325. We suggested that this Huel Goat would probably have the beating of the other two, and he did in the end. He won at 10 to 11, so no great shakes there. Excuse me. Basically, Jeffrey's Cross was coming back from wind surgery, and the other one, Family Business, was unlikely to be good enough, and the surface wasn't really quite right for it. So effectively we broke our 15-day losing run, but we didn't put it on, and we're not going to start betting evens favourites because it doesn't really move the account forward. So anyway, that's where we are there. So we'll stop it there and write up today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing then. So for Thursday the 20th, as I say, the account was static because we had no bet, so the account's at plus 60.9 units in profit overall, so around 61 from a peak of 72. So we've had a bit of a pasting recently, but hopefully we can turn this around soon. We've been saying that for a while. We've got no filter 1, which is our structure filter, no ratio, but we do have an alternate. It's at Wolverhampton on the all-weather at 6:45 this evening. It's restricted novice stakes for Class D horses, and it's a Class 5 race, 2-year-old, and it's basically 8 furlong, 142 yards, and the going is standard. And it's model 93, so it's extended mile at Wolverhampton, which is pretty slow. It's on the slow end, so it's a slow style of race. And just grab the notes here. Right, so basically it pans down into 4 horses as far as we're concerned. You've got this likely favourite, number 1, Cool Party, which they're all over at the moment. What do we know about Cool Party? Well, it's been racing at fast tracks, Lingfield 8 furlong, which is model 96, and Epsom 8.5, model 95. If you look at the Lingfield race, it was on the rail, just off the pace, had an easy trip, etc. So we're going to take Cool Party on, certainly 6 to 5. And this other one, then you've got this Wanham and Dragon Ball Prince, which have been in the same race, a key race, which is where is it? 22nd of the 9th. So that's where is so Wanham, and that's at Pontefract, 22nd of September. And the thing about Pontefract, it's very stiff. It's a slow course, which sort of matches in with what we're doing today at Wolverhampton. It's a model 90, so it's even slower than Wolverhampton extended mile. So that's where we're at on that. And this Wanham first run at Catterick, model 95, then at Pontefract, which is the race we're talking about. Whereas if you watch that race, you'll see that it was a gutsy speed horse on a slow track, really, and it looks like it's going to be quite up to the job. Then he went to Newcastle, the straight mile on the all-weather, and then it went up in grade significantly to 100k race at York, which is 7 furlong good to soft, and York's fast. And it's model 97, so that's one we're having to go at, this Wanham. We've got £2 per £8 unit on at 5 to 1. It's about 7 to 2. You can get about 4 to 1 on that. We obviously can get 5 to 1. We've managed to do it, but so that's £200 on at 5 to 1 there. And this other one that we're having to go at is this number 7, Royal Athena. What do we know about Royal Athena? Well, it's initially it's had 3 runs basically. It came out of Kempton Mile, model 95. Then it went to Hamilton 8.5 soft, and that's the key race for Royal Athena, is this Hamilton 8.5 soft. The second run, it's model 90. It was a slow track, and it looks like it suits the horse. And then it went out on the third run, which is presumably gaming for its handicap mark. Brighton 7 furlong good to soft, model 99, way quicker. And was stuffed in that, so that sort of forced the handicapper to give it a relatively low mark. and it's got a 65 official rating. So Royal Athena is one of ours. We've got £2 for £8 units. That's £200 on at 8.7 to 1, roughly 17 to 2, 8.5. And so we've got exposure of half a unit at £400 risked. So that's where we are there. So we'll give those a go. So just to recap on the racing, we're going for a win on number 2, Wanham, and number 7, Royal Athena, in the 645 at Wolverhampton. Now on the forex front, the foreign currency FX, yesterday we had a very messed up day. If you watched the video, we had problems this end, but anyway, we need to go into that. But the gist of it was that the CAD data we were waiting for, which was the CPI, Consumer Price Index, basically came in stronger than they anticipated. And you got the initial, because we were looking at the dollar CAD, so dollar CAD, and so this people sold the dollar CAD as the data came out, and then if you watch the price action, you could see that very quickly, literally within seconds, it sort of bounced back. So they were rebuffed. The short sellers were rebuffed after about 25 pips, 30 pips, and then it started to. Then there was indecision, and the market started to yo-yo back. But the general trend is up. So the dollar CAD was interesting. We didn't manage to do an order, and in the end, you'd have been hard pressed to get much mileage out of that because of the way the market worked. Now, the data for the CAD, Canadian dollar, is for tomorrow, the 21st, Friday the 21st. We've got Canadian retail sales, which is a tier 1 event, and that's likely to put. If they get strong data again, then you're looking at a new cycle in the CAD, and oil is dirging around, so that's something to bear in mind. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time, and that's where we are. So generally, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and goodbye.